Am I the a-hole for being excluded from a trip because I wouldn't pay for someone else's ride? It all started when my brother's friend, let's call him Adam, mentioned that he had a business trip to Metroville. He made it clear from the beginning, this wasn't a vacation, and he didn't want anyone tagging along. No hard feelings. I took that as his boundary. A few weeks later, I took my own trip to Metroville for New Year's with some friends. My brother Eli couldn't come because of work, but I told him he should really take a break. When Adam brought up the city again, I noticed Eli seemed genuinely interested. That gave me the idea. Why not plan another trip, this time just for fun, and make sure Eli could be part of it? So I did. I started planning everything. Eli got time off and asked if he could invite a couple of his friends. I said of course. We locked in dates, started looking at hotels, and the plan was for me to drive us in my car. Everything was set. Adam wasn't part of the group or even mentioned. Again, he had said he wasn't interested in vacationing. Then, out of nowhere, I hear from Marcus, one of Eli's friends, that Adam was suddenly coming, and that I'd need to find room for him in my car. But my car was already full, and instead of taking 2 cars, they suggested we rent a bigger one, at my cost too. The rental would be $1,000 for 5 days, and I was expected to split it evenly, just to accommodate a guy who wasn't even in our original plan and wasn't there for the vacation in the first place. I said no, not out of spite, just logic. Why should I pay more to change the entire plan just to fit someone in who didn't even want to come when this was first discussed? I explained I wasn't okay with the extra cost or the sudden changes. I thought that was fair. But the next day I found out they had started a new group chat, one that I wasn't even in. Then Marcus texted me, saying I was being immature. Right after that, Eli messaged me asking if I was okay with not going anymore. And just like that, I was out. Not because I backed out, not because I made a scene, but because I wouldn't pay to rearrange a trip I had spent time and energy putting together in the first place. It hurt, not just because I was excluded, but because my own brother was part of it. I didn't ask for anything crazy. I just wanted to enjoy a trip we all agreed on, without having to fund someone else's business detour. And somehow, I became the difficult one for having boundaries. So tell me, am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for someone else's ride and getting cut out of my own vacation?